ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RFO Season 5, round number 8. Round number 9, I mean. We are on round number 9. We are in the home of Formula 1 in Great Britain. We have started this race a bit later than usual. That is because of the real life qualifying. So we will be starting in exactly 7 minutes. And it will probably be exciting considering the changes which have happened since last week. We'll be right back to explain all those changes and to begin the race.
People up in the chandeliers, the wine and dining, the menu is blood, sweat and tears. Everybody ready, raining down confetti, champions are born right now. Ain't about the glamour, click goes the hammer, run when you hear that sound. Heroes never die, gonna make it to the finish line. We know we survive. Line.
So we are back after that, and let's go through the changes which has happened since last week. Because there were quite a big few changes. Mainly Hark, who we talked about, and he got fired mid-race last week during New Zealand. Well, now he goes to Jaguar. And the person who replaces him is even more interesting because that is the Care. For some reason he is back after retirement from Ferrari, and he'll be, I assume, he will be driving here today. I don't see him on the leaderboard at the moment, but who knows? Maybe he'll show up, maybe he won't, you never know with him. Some of the changes that happened is Ferrari signing a new reserve driver in the name of Moto. Actually, it's just one time Moto, but you always got to say it 2 times, because that just works way better. I know Moto from Delp's Ion League, and he's a very fast driver there. If he can convert those skills in this league, it would be very impressive, but this is a bit of a higher level than that, so we will have to see with how that will go. Now for the changes, Neo goes to Alpine for main driver, and Aviation Chat also goes to Jaguar for what I think is a main driver seat. Just gonna quickly look it up. Yeah, he's a emergency main driver. I assume that actually just means reserve driver because, well, that's exactly what a emergency main driver is. That's kind of odd. Anyway, 3 minutes away from starting. Looking at last race and possible chances, if the Care goes to show up, he will have a very high chance of winning today, but we can also not forget the speed which Acer has been carrying for the last 2 races. I don't know if he can convert the same to this track, considering it is not exactly his special alley. The corners are long, but also not as long as they were in New Zealand, which is where he gets most of his speed from. Other people who could be challenging for the win is of course Officer Cap, who is still leading the championship. I think he's even unofficially won it, not sure. Or maybe that is a bit overkill, considering there are technically 3 races left. Just gonna quickly search up the standings. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Acer is 55 points behind Officer Cap. With 3 races left, Officer Cap needs to make it 20 points more and he wins the World Championship. But 20 points is a lot considering Acer's pace, so theoretically Acer can still win the championship. But for that to be the case, Officer Cap will need to have a few very bad races. Looking else at the list of people who are in a high chance, Buffett has been struggling quite some time now. And I mean, he is third in the constructors at the moment, but he will have to do a bit more if he wants to stay there, considering the pace that other drivers have been carrying throughout the season. By the likes of, well, not Hockey is not done very well lately, but Clocks is moving closer. Outguard is even moving closer, and Tono has been struggling a bit, but he's not far off the back actually. He's now at B8 on the standings, so he's doing alright. It is something very unusual how in this league people change teams almost every week. Every week there are changes compared to real life, where it's only once a year when there is a major change. If it even is a major change, maybe it's just a very small one. There's confirmed start in 2 minutes. Still trying to watch qualifying for a bit. I'm waiting for the final people to join. I will not say the qualifying standings I see before me. I will not say the qualifying standings that I see before me in case someone wants to watch it. But what I will say is that the car is located on the server. That is very good news, because that means we will probably have a very interesting situation going on. Possibly him winning. I don't know if he's going to dominate. He has been showing a lot of pace this afternoon. So the chances are all there. Getting a ping, that is not important, I assume. Anyway, maybe we can have a little look at some of the drivers with head, which I can see here. Dutch Master is walking on the track. That's, well, not on the track, he's just standing. Officer Among Us is here. Some and Officer Cap are just chilling in the garages at the moment. I do not see... Ah, there, the car. He is... Can have a quick shot of him while we're at it. Can see he's just chilling in the garage, waiting for the race to start. Also Dutch Master and Thomas, together with Dave, the race director, who's doing a very good job this season without any major incidents. So anonymous car here, and Neo is actually also here, but not driving at the moment. And the race will be starting in 30 seconds. So we're going to see who will get on pole for the start of the race. Just waiting. We can see a Ferrari parking up in the back, preparing for to join, I assume. And the people are joining in, and it is a Craig on pole. and Sam is the one who's controlling it. Buffett on the second position with Officer Cap behind him. Big guy's also pretty high up, and that is the Alfa Romeo. I kind of forgot who controlled it, but it's the Alfa Romeo on top. The Aston Martin's usually at the back. Same for Hawk, who's also having a lot of trouble. Acer down the back. The Care also very much down. And there's a Ferrari in the pits. What is he doing there? Well, he's too late to join now. Maybe that was to cause some controversy as the lights are beginning to go on. There are 3 lights on, the 4 lights on, the 5 lights on, and they're off and away. It's a very good start for B guys, but it is a very bad one for one of the Alpines. And it looks like Neo had an issue, possibly. Oh, and someone goes off, and that I could not see who that was. I think Hawk. Very bad debut for him, already going off well before the first corner. Oh, and there's another one person going wide. That was Cloxed. Everyone is getting away not very nicely at the moment. It looks like Sam is in the lead for now, but Officer Cap and Buffett Guitar are very close behind him. And we just see a wall of cars. Who's going to hit the bump? It looks like no one is. Yeah, there are actually too many cars. It's very not visible. We did see, I think that was Jukas had a problem. Buffett in the lead now, but Officer Cap has overtaken him going on to lap number 2, and it is Officer Cap leading Buffett from, yeah, I think that is, oh, the Care is also already up there. It is very confusing to see at the moment. It looked like the Alfa Romeo of Thomas had a little touch at the wall and it cost a bit of time, but it is fine. Officer Cap actually defending very hard there. So you can really tell he's doing his best now, considering he's up against the Care. The Care now behind his teammate, I don't think for very long. In the Brand Star. Yeah. It's actually weird, because I thought he was driving for Vexilon Racing, but it turns out he's driving for the Brand Star. And Vexilon Racing, yeah, they only have one driver at the moment. So that is quite unusual, to put the least. Didn't expect, didn't really expect that to happen. It could cost him some points in the championship. Hawk, whatever his trouble is, he needs to get moving. Jaxkas also seemed to had a problem, considering he's down way more now. They are having a battle of their own in the back, but the main battle is at the front. Sogetsin is actually fighting for the lead. Where the hell did he come from? Officer Cap even dropping. Oh no. Is Officer Cap having a disconnect? I think he hasn't disconnected. Yes, Officer Cap is out of today's race. The first race he's retiring from, and that is a massive shocker. And that means Sogetskin, or no, Sam is actually going for the lead now. With Capster out, that is going to change up the grid for a whole, because, well, he is not in contention for the podium anymore, or even for the win. So hey. Oh, Sam having a slide, but it is just fine. So, I don't know where Sogetskin got this pace from, but he's actually gaining time. I have no idea where it came from, because he has driven in races before and he hasn't really stood out that much, I think. So This is not what I have expected. The Care, meanwhile, trying to chase after some. I think it is working for him. You can see how much he's closing up already at that point of the track. After that you have Buffett and Outguard battling very hard. Jaden going a bit wide. And Sam is out. Somehow, did he crash or did he have a disconnect? Anyway, everyone battling Sugotin is dropping like flies. Looks like it was a disconnect with some. So, yeah. Two people who were driving in the lead already out by a disconnect. That is very unusual. I'm not saying there's any shady business going on here, but it is quite convenient how that is happening. Next up on the list is the Care, who is now promoted to P2 because of these incidents. Two possibly race winners gone. Actually, Outguard is also doing very good for his team. Brandstar's probably going to have to really need those points, and Outguard has another chance to, after his good race last season or last. Oh, Outguard! Oh, whoa, whoa. As I wanted to say, last race was very good for him, so that probably gave him a bit of a confidence boost, and he goes off again. Well, that confidence is all gone now, by the looks of things. He's losing a huge amount of positions, and the Care is getting closer on Sagetsin. Gap now reduced to, oh, actually increased to 0.4, but it's still very close. Buffett also trying to mix in. Get a little onboard shot, see what the driver use. You can see that the Care is focusing more on the exit, but Sagetsin is earlier with the ERS. It looks like the Care is still behind, 0.3. Acer is a bit more behind them, leading the best of the rest, as it were. So I guess this is not one of the tracks where he performs at his best. Sugetin is trying to weave, trying to break the toe, and the Care, I thought he was going wide there, but it was just one of his crazy lines of driving as they go at the exact same time through the second time. So we're going to have to see who's ahead. It looks like Sagetsin is still ahead, but honestly, it can't be for that long, considering the Care's catching up still very fast. Acer pitting very early, together with Outguard. Although it is already lap 7, so... Oh, and Thomas is out. Oh, that is a shame. I assume he hit the bump and then just had massive oversteer. B-Guys and Hawk also pitting. So the lower down guys are trying to perform an undercut. So Getson still ahead. He's really trying to make it hard for the Care, and it's working out so far. So that's very interesting to see. You don't expect it always for someone to... Oh, and there he goes. That was too close for comfort for him. Maybe the pressure got a bit too high because, yeah. Over the bumps, and he lost positions to the Care and Buffett. The Care leading now. Maybe one of them will pit actually. Yeah, they all three of them go in. Actually, Buffett I thought almost that Buffett was losing time there on the in the pits, but it's not that much. Many people are going in now. Dodge, Jaden, Officer Washed, Clocks go in, Neo staying out. Although the Care is also going out, so can Neo get the lead away? It looks like not. The Care on the hards Probably not going to the end, but going very far. Jay and Officer Anonymous also going out. Hawk is still 18 seconds down the road. He's going to need to catch up. The car, he had a very good pit stop by the looks of things, considering the sheer gap they have compared to, well, the jam that is P2, P3, P4 and P5. It's actually that B guys? No, that's not B guys. That is near there. Acer now battling with Sigetsin. That is a very exciting thing. Both of them are on the hard tires. But it looks like Sigetsin is getting away. So, yeah. Very surprising the amount of pace he's having. Neo pitting this lap. Very late. I don't know if that worked out. I assume it didn't, considering he's dropping down quite significantly. Yeah, the car is really now moving away. Bevitt with the fastest first sector, or the green first sector. And actually that is a Getskin who is... Oh, he's just so close. Oh, Bevitt! Not again, mate. Not again. Last race already crashed out due to massive oversteer. This race, he got very close to it, but... Well, thank God it didn't happen, otherwise we lost another battle. Well, actually we did, because he gets in 2.7 seconds. Is he actually getting closer? Because he still holds the fastest lap. So I'm curious if he's actually getting closer. He is not. 3.6 is the gap now. But it is something to keep an eye out on. Hawk now 21 seconds down the road in P10. He is slowly finding the pace, but he will have to pick it up a bit more. Oh, and that is that is Outguard. Outguard out of the race, and his tire is on the other side of the fence. Looks like he went wide in the first corner and just, yeah, out. Very shame. His car didn't even crash. And now that I look at it, there are 3 of these Brandstar cars. I don't know how they got that for it. Maybe the car doesn't even have the money to buy a Vexilon car. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But yeah, Outguard is out. He's trying to get the car loose somehow, but it's not going to work. A big shame, as the gap between Sagetskin and the car is... Oh, Sagetsin! He went wide at the same place as Outguard, but he did survive, unlike Outguard, hitting a bit of the wall, trying to turn the car around, and that is... Well, I won't say it's championship or the win gone from him, but it is very close considering the amount of time. Yeah, possibly a podium gone at least. The car now can relax a bit more. Bevitt and Ace are doing a very good job. Bevitt having a lot of trouble lately, so this would be a very good race for him to get right. As he goes... Is that the car? Oh, no, 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 the car! The car went over the wall somehow. He hit the bump, went over the wall. Is he now out of the race? I mean, he's driving literally outside the track now. I mean, yeah, I think he's out. And that leads Buffett to lead the race as he goes a bit wide with Acer down behind him. This race has certainly been a surprise and a half. I just saw the Care, or I saw a brand star on the bridge. I did not expect it to be the Care. Turns out it was. Quality content right here. That is not something we expect for something like the Care. So I guess so far the win is open for everyone. Okay, here we see the Care trying to get back on the track. Oh, he gets over. Trying to lead him back to the pits. Just trying to direct the Care. He might as well pit while he's at it. Why not? Acer closing in on Buffett. It might be even two wins in a row. You never know. Dave says the Care is done. I mean, yeah, he is 107 seconds behind, but I don't think that is going to stop him. Knowing him, he probably is going to continue driving. Buffett going a bit wide. It is very close now between Buffett and Acer fighting for the win, which is not something I expected to be saying today. Dodge down in P3 with Sogetsin very close behind. Wow. What a turnaround for the Care. Just not in the right way. He's actually... Oh! He's actually a full lap behind because this is the guy he's trying to overtake. You can see the Hawk is out. Hawk apparently crashed out. I haven't seen it happen. But yeah. People are dropping like flies in this race. Something I did not expect. Yeah, I mean, this way the Care is going to have it easy. He's now going up to P12, so... Oh no, did someone else drop? RTO... Oh, that's B guys. He's still driving, but... He had one of those moments again where it's just not his day. Acer, I think he's losing a little bit of time compared to Buffett now. These two are very close, but not close enough for an actual overtake. So this might actually be Buffett's first win of the season, which would be very much needed for him to compete. Because in the standings, he is 80 points behind Officer Cap, and if my math is correct, 25 points behind Acer. So if Acer retires now, they're going to be level on points going to the final 2 rounds. B guys pitting. The Care unlapping himself to one of the drivers, Officer Anonymous, who is only in P8, so that really shows how much of a gap the Care has to climb, but it will be very interesting to see. You can see Acer's losing a bit more ERS than Buffett in the third sector. He is a bit closer than the last time he went for this corner. Going already on to lap 16. Buffett hitting clipping the inside curb there, but or the outside curb, my mistake. But it is fine. Dodge and Sigurdsson are battling a bit here. It almost looked like they were just trading fastest laps, but I think that was just the system not knowing who was in front. Sigurdsson now up into P4 or P3, my mistake. And that will be very useful for him, considering his climb back to the top. Gap down now. The system is not very accurate, but let's say 7 seconds. So 7 seconds away from the top. That should be possible to close up, as long as he doesn't make any major mistakes. Acer still chilling. He really wants that win, I assume, now that the Care and Officer Cap are out of the picture. And he goes for a pit. It's not an undercut because they both go in. Now it's a question who will also pit. Dodger will not pit. Same for Sigurdsson. So it's a question, will the undercut work or will the overcut work? They are coming out now, just ahead of Jaden in the Aston Martin. These two are really battling for it now, so that's very interesting to see. Dodge with a little more ERS to play with, I assume. But looks like Sigurdsson is ahead and will stay ahead if he keeps the pace like he does. Update on the carry. He's doing a very good job. Now 97 seconds, so he already made up almost 10 seconds. Really goes to show what he can do, going very wide there. And those seconds are to the leaders, so that is... he's probably not into the fight anymore, but he certainly is catching up. As the two leaders pit, Acer and Buffett retake the battle for the lead. To put it in a bit of confusing terms. Buffett going a bit wider there, so that will allow Acer to get a bit closer. Let's see what the targeting thing says. They're 0.2 seconds apart, but it looks like Acer is ahead. But I don't know if you want to be ahead in this sector, because then you will miss out on the DRS. But because they are so close together, I think they will both not get DRS. Yes. Is a bit laggy, but we're working with it. Acer ahead and into the lead, nearing lap 19. Oh! Acer spun it. Acer got into the lead and he spun it immediately. So Buffett keeps the lead. That now 3.5 seconds and some worn out tires. That is very unexpected. Sigurdsson now in P3, so the podium is back on. It is a very good recovery drive. Neo again pitting late. It looks like he crashed into the pit lane. Or oh no, that's Vexelon says that, so I don't think it's a very good source. Buffett setting the fastest first sector for himself. Is Dodge ahead? Ah. No, wait. Just the system making a mistake. Sigurdsson is still ahead of Dodge. the Care trying to unlap himself. I mean, he's already unlapping himself from P3, so that's pretty nice. 88 seconds now, so he's doing a very good job. Oh no. Did B guys have an issue? I didn't see it, but it looks like he had... Oh no, wait, that's just talking about the possible pit lane incident. The Care is pitting now for, well, I assume to be mediums. If it were soft, it would be a bit overkill. She's staying on hards. He probably could have stretched it to mediums, but maybe on hards it was a bit more manageable. Acer 3.1 seconds, that is not going to be enough considering they are going to the end. This does look like the corner where the most problems are being had. People really try to avoid that curb, which the Care does not care and does not avoid. Because, well, he's the Care, why would he? Gap now 2.5. I think Acer had a little bit too wide there, not sure. B guys, oh. Right when we cut away, B guys is the one going out of the race. His tire just combusted on the curb. That is very much bad luck. Not the first and certainly not the last person caught out by the curb. Officer was getting overtaken by the Care, or should I say unlapped. Big guy saying that Officer was ahead of him and that he could not see and just ran over the curb and lost his tire. Oh, is that the Care? The Care getting up and close with the same spot. That is... Well, I mean, he's not. It's not like he's got anything to lose at the moment. He's 101 seconds behind. So I think he's just putting a little bit extra risk into it. And that is Jigsaws out. Probably a disconnect, not sure. Yeah, another person out. That will actually get the Care into the points. Acer, the gap now 1.8 seconds. That is actually pretty close, so maybe Acer will have a go at it at the last oh, little slidey for him, but also for Buffett, who I think he went off the track there, and Acer is now up into the lead. That is very confusing and surprising. Dodge, I think Soget's gonna have a problem considering Dodge is now far ahead. Gap between Acer and Buffett is now 1.13 seconds. I mean, Acer was looking faster, so this was just now a crucial moment for him to not make any mistakes. Because otherwise he will have Buffett close to him or even ahead of him right away. The Care is really not caring anymore. He's full sending it. You can see how much he is just sliding on these tires. I think he's really wearing them out doing that. He's going full for it, even though he's already in the points. But 1 point is not enough for him. He's just here to have fun. Gap is now 2.08. That's a very good job. Looks like Acer is getting away. See, the car is using a lot of the track, really benefiting from the bad situation, just putting it all in. But yeah, he's still 97 seconds behind. So he's climbing again, but slowly. Now 2.2 seconds. Buffett really gonna need to do something if he wishes to catch up with only 9 laps left to go. He doesn't even get DRS anymore. Same for Getson. He also needs to push if he wishes to. Well, we thought he would be able to win the race, but now he just needs to push if he wants to get a podium. After Jaden and Jaden going a bit wide there, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think so. After washed behind Neo, far behind, and even further behind Clocked. So the field is fairly spread out at the moment. Not really many battles to come on, other than Afterwash getting closer to certain points. Just looking at the corner, which got many drivers into trouble so far this race. Turn number 9. Doesn't look like anyone's going through it now. But I bet you the second we look away, something will happen. Still Jade and Afterwash are very close together. I think Buffett got a little bit closer, but not enough for him to actually get somewhere. So Getson, did he lose? I think he had an issue there, considering Jaden is ahead of him. I don't know how Washed is still so far behind and Jaden now more ahead. That is very odd. I think he had... I mean, he must have had an issue at the turn 9. Afterwards pitting now, so maybe he also lost a little bit of time there. Well, a little bit. Kind of lost a lot of time. Acer losing also a bit of time. Now the gap is 2 seconds. Both of these guys are really pushing it. They both don't have a lot of opportunities for wins. So they're really going to have to get it now. Buffett 1.6 seconds. I think Buffett had a little bit more focus on the tires. And yeah, Acer is going in. Buffett also going in. This is curious. Will other people also start pitting? Yes, Dodge will pit. I don't know what the situation with Jaden and Sagetson. I assume... Oh no. Did a pit glitch happen? It looks like not. Buffett is ahead of Acer after the pit lane, so he got up a lot of time there. Sagetson staying out, Jaden pitting. But yeah, Buffett had an amazing pit stop there. The car a bit behind him. Both of them don't have any speed or any DRS, so they will have to use it purely with ERS and slipstream, but I think they are too close together for them to have effect by slipstream. Oh, is that the care? Yeah, the care. I thought it got a bit close to the wall. The gap is 0.06. None of them are giving it easy to each other because they both want this desperately. You don't get it often when after Cap retires, the care is out, Hawk out, is out, some out. This is really the time between the old veteran and the new guy. Buffett been in this game a lot longer. He's been last season, tried to fight for the championship, but then it didn't work. So now he really wants to prove himself and put together a win. They're pretty much going side by side. Buffett has lost some time and Acer is ahead. But the question is for how long? Both no DRS yet. Oh, and that is the care. Losing the front wing. Well, I mean, he went 87 seconds, 78 seconds, so that's pretty good. A survivor giving DRS. I haven't really followed that part, but... Oh! Buffett with the slide, but with the switch, and then Acer switched him back. They are really not giving... No, well, I already said that part, but they're really just... Either they are making mistakes and getting back at each other, or they are using different lines. Either way, 4 laps left, they're going to have to give it all. This could be the closest finish we've had in a while. Yeah, still both of them not having ERS. The gap 0.3. So according to that thing, Acer is getting away. So Get's having another go at dodge for P3, but that's not actually what we're very much looking at, even though it is quite interesting. Is that the care again? Yep, it is. He doesn't care. Buffett even using ERS in the middle of the corner. So I don't know why he is doing something as like that. Maybe he's getting a bit desperate at the moment. Again, they're so close together, they cannot have DRS, so it's also a bit of question who saves the most DRS during non-straights like here. For example, do you save a little bit of ERS here? I assume not, because it is leading up to a straight. Both of them do not use it at the moment. You can see here that Acer is using a bit, or Buffett is using a bit more. Did Neo make a mistake? Neo is on softs. Is he going for the fastest lap? It says now the gap is 1.3, but that is not true because, well, Buffett is ahead. But they are so close. Acer going a little bit more into the corner, but a little bit more outwards, and Acer got that corner better, and he's now ahead. But Buffett, they're switching back at each other. They are so close, and it can't end very well for one of them. is only a matter of time. Either one of them crashes or the other loses. Or wait, or they both lose. I don't know. No, that's not. That would be rare if both of them crash out now. Would be very interesting to see. Ah, Buffett has Wi-Fi, has DRS at that point, so that will give a little bit of acceleration boost, but wow. They are not on the final lap yet, but they are 2 laps left. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, it's going to not end well. Acer has got a little bit of a gap, but it probably will allow Bev to have DRS. Other people are so excited, they even forget what lap it is. They're both going a little bit wide there. Dodge looks like he has remained P3. The carrier, I think he probably have made another mistake, considering he is now P10. Yeah, maybe Sketson will even consider pitting for softs. Oh, he already has the fastest lap, so I probably will need to. As we go onto the last lap of the race, Buffett 0.5 seconds behind. He's going to have to give it everything now. But it looks like his tires are completely gone this time. It looks like Acer was the one who has been saving up a bit better. Buffett is having a little bit of a run, I think. As they go onto this straight for the final time, it looks like Buffett's rear slid down a little bit. And actually, Acer just got away on that straight. Maybe Buffett didn't use as much ERS to use on the other. Although how Acer got the ERS there, I do not understand. This time it is Buffett who has the ERS and the ERS. Maybe Buffett has saved it up special for now, but oh well, it is still 0.7. Acer not screwing up the final corner, but Buffett is very much closer. Going to the line now, and it is very close, but it looks like Acer will win it by only 0.4 seconds. That was extremely close. But a very good battle between the two. Also extremely close ending between Dodge and Sugetsin. Dodge gets P3, very good job by him. Sugetsin P4, he's not very happy with himself, but which I can understand, but he has done a very good job indeed, considering he did get pretty much the lead for a lot of the time. Jaden into P5 for Aston Martin. They're surely going to like that. Sawash P6 and Neo P7 didn't get the fastest lap after all. Clocks P8, Officer Mamas on his way to P9, and the car in P10 and far over the thing. So he still got a point. But Acer's second race should have been his third. Congratulations to him, he must be very happy with that. And that looks like everyone has finished who could finish. Quite an interesting development. I mean, Officer Cap 0 points, Acer all the points, so from what I said in the beginning, that Acer would need to get full points and the care or officer cap no points. Well, it is closer now to that, so that's interesting. I doubt the care or Buffett. No, wait. Officer cap has this same issue again, but if he has, that could give Acer a opportunity to finally win the race, or maybe even the championship. Who knows? I mean, if Acer did not disconnect in the last race in USA, then it would have been completely different, considering that then Acer would have had a little bit more points, or a little bit less gap to yeah, I'm not thinking anymore. I can't think. Anyway, so that is our race for today. Congratulations to the people on the podium. It surely was a very exciting battle right to the end. A lot of unexpected moments, a lot of retirements compared to most races. I mean, if the car who was in the end 105 seconds behind, and if he then gets points, that already says a lot about the race. It's a shame we didn't see much of the battle between P3 and P4, but well, if you're watching a battle for the lead unfold, you have priorities to look for. Next week we will be in Canada, which surely means a lot of excitement. The track is known to be the bumpiest of all, so I expect even more chaos than this race. More unexpected retirements. Last time we were there, Officer Cap retired again, so who knows? Will he have a double retirement? You never know, he's actually quite a consistent person. Anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next week for another exciting race. And goodbye.